estimate. Our security and defence editor Deborah Haynes is in Kiev.
Russia initially has denied doing it, blaming the Ukrainians, then saying the Ukrainians have been using that theatre for soldiers. None of that has been substantiated by evidence.
Polls are now open across the UK. Thousands of council seats are up for grabs in Scotland, Wales and parts of England. People in Northern Ireland choose 90 Assembly members. With an expected rise in interest rates to come later, there's some good news for motorists struggling to get by. There's been a slight fall by around half a penny in average petrol prices. And in sport, Manchester City's wait for a first Champions League title goes on after a 6-5 aggregate defeat to Real Madrid. They conceded 2 very late goals to go to extra time in a dramatic semi-final. Pep Guardiola's side will now resume their bid to beat Liverpool to the Premier League trophy.
We'll rise, we'll come up, we'll have to do it. So the players gave everything, we were so close, but at the end we could not do it.
Liverpool play Real Madrid in the final. That's the latest. I'm Anna Bates.
Now your local news for Peterborough. Today is election day in the city as voters head to the polls for 19 councillors in 18 wards around the city, as well as parish elections that are taking place in Newborough. Polling stations in each ward are open today until 10 p.m. A burglar was caught out after trying to sell a mobile phone back to a man he'd stolen it from just days earlier. Maurus Conker from Welland entered a property in Hankey Street in Millfield in November 2020 while the victims were busy and took 2 smartphones from the hallway. 5 days later, Conker tried to sell the victim a bike as well as a mobile phone which the victim recognised as one stolen from his home. Conker was arrested and charged and he was jailed for 2 years and 4 months on Tuesday for the burglary as well as for drug offences which he committed whilst on bail. The city's Lido on Bishop's Road has been temporarily closed due to maintenance issues. A note on the Vivacity website says that the pool is currently closed for essential maintenance and they hope to reopen on Saturday morning. The pool opened in mid-April for an early start to the season and usually opens from 7 a.m. 4 days a week for early risers. And work has begun on building new homes on a new housing development at Great Haddon. A total of 347 new homes are being built by developer Countryside, which will include 105 affordable properties to be owned and managed by Cross Keys Homes. There will also be nearly 120 homes which will be available for private rental, and the rest will be available for open market sale. The site will include new amenities and schools to cater for the community.
PCR weather.
A mostly fine day today with bright or sunny spells, feeling warm in the sunshine with light winds, and we have a maximum temperature of 19. That's the latest from the PCR newsroom. I'm David Edgeworth.
Thank you, David. Good morning. It's sunny and bright and dry and lovely first thing this morning across Peterborough. This is Kev Lawrence, the breakfast show on through till 10. Let's go to the 80s now and play Africa Toto.
The Kev Lawrence breakfast show. PCR.
And a reminder, if you want to get in touch, you can. The best way to contact me is by email. The email address is kev@pcrfm.co.uk. We're live and local for Peterborough. It's your community radio station. And next, we continue our conversation about the Peterborough Celebrates Festival, happening on May 13th, 14th, 15th. And we're going to speak to the guys from Living Sport about their involvement in the festival and also about what they do to promote healthier lifestyles for all of us, but particularly our youngsters in and around Peterborough. That's next on PCR.
I hear the drums echoing tonight, and she hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in 12:30 flight. The moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. He turned to me as if to say, hurry boy, it's waiting there for you. Gotta take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had. dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company. I know that I must do what's right, sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. I seek to cure what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I've become. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I guess the rain's down in Africa. We're gonna take some time to do the things we never Hurry, boy, she's waiting there for you. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. 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 We're gonna take some time to do the things we never
Toto Africa, PCR FM, greatest songs of all time for Peterborough. It's the Kev Lawrence breakfast show on for Thursday morning, 5th of May today. So the Peterborough Celebrates Festival is happening at Ferry Meadows, Friday the 13th through till Sunday the 15th of May. We've talked a lot about the entertainment, the big stage, Odyssey live on stage, loads of other live acts. There's the Circus Big Top, there's food and drink, there's so much going on. There's 66 community groups involved in this festival, which is just wonderful, bringing the city together and celebrating how great our city is. One of the charities involved is Living Sport. Now, Living Sport is a charity set up in 2006 to improve the health, the happiness and the well-being of the people of Cambridgeshire and Peterborough by supporting them to be active. And we're going to speak now to Christine from Living Sport. Good morning.
Morning, Kev. How are you?
Very well. Lovely to talk to you, Christine. Now, I'm interested, firstly, I mentioned in brief what Living Sport was all about. Can you just sort of expand on that for us a little bit and talk to us about the main aims that Living Sport has?
Yeah, sure. Well, as you mentioned, we're a charity. We work across Cambridgeshire and Peterborough. And our sort of key aim is to support people to live healthy, happy and active lifestyles. And we work with a range of partners in collaboration. And I guess probably one of the key things is about creating the conditions for people to be active in a way that works for them. So, wherever they're from, whatever level of activity they're currently doing, we can all be moving a little bit more. And physical activity has just, so many positive benefits on not only our physical health, but also our mental health and well-being. So we're working to open up conditions, work with community groups, other partners, voluntary services, to look at ways that we can help communities to embed physical activity in everyday life. So it's something that people choose to do and they want to do more often.
What are the challenges that you face with these aims, Christine?
I think like anything, you want people to choose to do physical activity. So we're trying to find out how people can build physical activity into their everyday life and find out what they like about being active, how they want activity to be delivered in a way that works for them. And, we know during the pandemic, it's been really hard for people to get out, connect with people and do the things they love doing in their community. So we feel that, physical activity can be a great vehicle to bring communities together, to help people to reconnect And, it's not just about the physical activity, it's about the social benefits that getting involved in physical activity can bring. So being able to support families to be active together, helping communities to become more inclusive, and just supporting people to connect, in what's been a very difficult 2 years.
I remember when I was little growing up, sport played a massive part of my life. I was always out and about. I was doing athletics and football and rugby, and I think I did judo for a bit. It was all about, for me as a youngster, getting out and being physically active. Is that not the case with pretty much all young people now?
I think we know that during the last couple of years, younger people have been sort of more sedentary, and schools are doing an awful lot to try and encourage children to be active every single day, and bringing more activity into the classroom and also out of school is really important. But it's also about understanding, what do young people want to do, what's exciting for them, and how do they want sport and physical activity to be set up. So, we're doing an awful lot with youth groups, finding out what young people want to do and the type of activities and the formats that work best for them. So it's all about asking them and trying to set up activities, where they're shaping those offers and they're involved in delivering them themselves.
Would you say that gaming and kids spent, on devices is a big challenge to kind of get them doing less of that and doing more physical stuff?
Well, I think we all know that sitting down and being sedentary for long periods of time for children and adults is not a good thing. And I find that, if you can get young people out of the house and actually getting involved in activity, they soon find that actually, it brings so many things. They can connect with their friends, they can come up with their own games and formats during physical activity and try and beat their personal best. And, it's all about helping them to be active, but also finding out what's going to help them come out of the house and get involved and be active with their friends and family.
Well, we'd point people listening to this conversation to your website. If you just Google Living Sport, you'll get all the details about the different things that Living Sport do. Finally, Christine, tell us about your involvement in the Peterborough Celebrates Festival at Ferry Meadows. What are you guys going to be doing?
Oh, we can't wait. We're going to be at Ferry Meadows on the Saturday and Sunday, and we've got a range of different pop-up sports activities for people to get involved in at the Living Sports stand. We're doing some badminton. We've got some outdoor family sports. We're doing some frisbee giveaways. And we've also got a glitter tattoo parlour, which I know people are absolutely going to love. So they can come along, get a nice fancy glitter tattoo of sports activity on their arm and get involved in some of the free sports. There's going to be loads of community groups. There's going to be inflatables, opportunities to do penalty shootouts, all sorts of things for all the families. So it'd be great fun.
I want a glitter tattoo and I want a frisbee.
Well, you come and join us, get involved, and we'll get you tattoos all over, Kev, don't you worry.
Love it. Christine, thank you for talking to us this morning about the work that Living Sport do and the fact that you're going to be part of the Peterborough Celebrates Festival. We're hoping for, it's difficult to say because it's free. There's no tickets on sale. Everyone can just go to Ferry Meadows across that whole weekend. But the fact that they're predicting, I think, in excess of 15,000 people over the weekend, it's going to be awesome for so many different Peterborough community groups to showcase what they're up to. And, of course, charities like Living Sport can just, get out there and engage with lots and lots of Peterborough families. It's going to be awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, we can't wait, and it'll just be fantastic to see everybody getting together and enjoying, sport, cultural activities and music. It'll be brilliant, so we look forward to it.
See you at the festival.
See you then, Kev. Thanks.
Christine from Living Sport joining us live on PCR FM this morning. The time is now 8:15. Traffic and travel next.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water. And in my head I paint a picture, 'cause since I come home, well, my body's been a mess. And I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. I want you to come on over and slap me Did you have to go to jail? Put your house on a up for sale. Did you get a good lawyer? Hope you didn't catch a 10. Hope you found the right man who'll fix it for you. Are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? And did you have to pay that fine? You was dodging all the time. Are you still busy? Since I come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like your dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the border and I think about all the things why, and in my head I paint a picture. Since I come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie?
Amy Winehouse and Valerie on PCR FM. It's good to talk to Christine from Living Sport, and you look at that charity and the work that they do in and around Peterborough and Cambridgeshire to promote health, happiness and well-being for all of us, but particularly for youngsters. And I think that their involvement in the Peterborough Celebrates Festival is going to be massive. And Christine was just mentioning there are free frisbees that are going to be given out at the festival, and those glitter tattoos sound so appealing. And I also want to take part in the penalty shootout. So as well as the big stage and the live music and the fact that Odyssey and Austin Gold and loads of performers will be on stage across the weekend, the fact that there are so many local charities and community groups who are going to be there. We've counted them up. 66 community groups part of the Peterborough Celebrates Festival happening on that weekend in Ferry Meadows. It is going to be awesome. And over the coming days leading up to the festival, we've got all sorts of interviews lined up with so many different people across the city who are taking part in the festival. And there is a website you can go to get more details and also look at exact times of what's on and when. It's peterborough-celebrates-festival.co.uk.
PCR FM travel news update.
So we've got the speed sensors up and we can see very heavy traffic along that Soak Parkway stretch where there's roadworks between the turning for Bretton and the Thorpewood roundabout along that Soak Parkway. Very, very slow. Outer Road is busy heading out of the city, passing the junction with the Neame Parkway just near that Gordon Arms pub. Between Yaxley and Hampton there's slow traffic through the roadworks. It's particularly busy leaving Hampton to get down towards the A1M, towards Yaxley. Very heavy. And anything you spot, give us a quick call. Phone number here, Peterborough 237 525.
PCR FM travel news update with City Fibre. Say goodbye to the dreaded buffer symbol. The digital broadband revolution is coming to your doorstep soon. Find out more at cityfibre.com/PCR. Our place is legendary. Our place is iconic. Our place is the home of the UK's original burger. Our place is Wimpy. So come on over to our place and rediscover the original quarter pounder with cheese, our all-day breakfast, and the range of iconic thick shakes. All freshly prepared and served all day, every day in our Westgate restaurant. Plus, for this month's special offers and to order a home delivery, search online for Wimpy Peterborough.
If you want to sell your car, do it the common sense way. cargumption.co.uk. If you're looking to sell your car, cargumption.co.uk is a fast, friendly way to do it. We will endeavour to beat any like-for-like online valuation. Conditions apply. All makes, all models, fast payment, no fees, finance settled. The common sense way to sell your car, use Car Gumption. Motor along to the website now and get the wheels in motion. cargumption.co.uk.
Queensgate is turning 40 this year. Join us throughout the year for some fun-filled celebrations as we mark the last 40 years. With discos, fashion shows and much more, there's something for everyone. Filled with big-name brands like M&S, TK Maxx, Primark, River Island and Turtle Bay. And you can park all day on a Sunday for just £2 and free after 5pm for Thursday late-night shopping. Queensgate is also home to Westgate Arcade, where you'll find hidden gems and an array of bespoke independent retailers. Visit queensgate-shopping.co.uk.
Peterborough Eats is your new local food ordering platform. Order your takeaway through Peterborough Eats, and not only can you save money with exclusive deals and discounts, but you can also save your takeaways money too, with our commission being up to 50% cheaper than other well-known platforms. Each order through Peterborough Eats also helps us reinvest back into our local community. Find our app on Google and Apple stores, or visit peterborough-eats.co.uk and place your first order today.
The Kev Lawrence Breakfast Show on PCR. Supported by We Care Dental, Fletton Avenue, Peterborough. Caring for you is our mission. Caring for your teeth is our vision. Click wecaredental.co.uk.
If I was an astronaut, I'd be floating in midair, and a broken heart would just belong to someone else down there. I would be the center of my lonely universe, but I'm only human, and I'm crashing down to earth. If I was an astronaut, I'd have a bird's eye view. I'd circle around the world and keep on coming back to you. In my floating castle, I'd rub shoulders with the stars, but I'm only human, and I'm drifting in the dark. I'm up in space now, up in space now. I've searched around the universe, been down some black holes. There's nothing but space, man, and I wanna go home. If I was an astronaut, I'd speak to satellites. My navigation systems would search for other life, but I'd be up and thinking about what I left behind, 'cause I'm only human with the real world on my mind. I'm up in space now, up in space now. I've searched around the universe, been down some black holes. There's nothing but space, man, and I wanna go home. Gravity keeps pulling me down. As long as you're on the ground, I'll stick around, stick around. I'll stick around. I'm up in space, up in space now. I've searched around the universe, been down some black holes. There's nothing but space, man. No, oh, I'm in the wrong place now. Nothing but nothing but nothing but space now. Nothing but nothing but nothing but space now. I've searched around the universe, been down some black holes. Nothing but space, man, and I wanna go home.
That's Sam Ryder and Spaceman. This is PCR FM. The time is 8:26 and I'm delighted to say that I'm joined by my BBC Radio Cambridgeshire colleagues, Jeremy Salis and Seb Noble. Good morning, guys.
Good morning,
Kev.
Good morning,
Great to see you. I've mentioned that I do Saturday breakfast at the moment on BBC Radio Cambridgeshire. You guys present the mid-morning show 10 till 2. And Jeremy, it's a very special week this week, isn't it, for BBC Radio Cambridgeshire?
Yeah, it is, because on May the 1st, that was our actual birthday, 40 years of BBC Radio Cambridgeshire, working in local communities, serving communities where we can and as best we can. And that is what we want to do going forward as well, of course, and particularly on the show that I present on Monday through Thursday, 10 through until 2. It's where the listener is king, and it's about serving you and helping you out. And over the last couple of years, that's really come into its own, in the way that you guys are at PCR as well. It's about looking out for people and bringing communities together, and also mucking and helping each other out where we can. So our 40th birthday celebrations are about celebrating that and looking ahead to the future, but it's also about partying, Kev, isn't it?
It is about partying.
What's a birthday without a party?
Well, exactly, and you're kind of partying this Thursday morning here in Peterborough. Tell us about your outside broadcast. You're in Cathedral Square?
That's right, well, because we're a bit cheap, you see, so we thought we'd go halvesies on our birthday party. So we're tying it in with the 40th birthday celebrations at the Queensgate Shopping Centre.
Yeah.
So we're going to be down there from 10 o'clock, live doing our show, live through until 2. We're going to be sort of based in Cathedral Square and around the entrance to the Queensgate there. And so there is a promise of cake as well, I believe.
I heard there was cake. Debbie Jane's Cakes are involved.
Yeah, I hear good things.
Yes, the cake is going to be awesome. Seb, let's bring you in as the producer of the show. Tell our listeners a little bit about what you've got planned today.
Yeah, well, as Jez said, coincidentally, 40 years of Queensgate, and it's just an iconic part of Peterborough city centre, isn't it? When I used to come to Peterborough as a child, I was so excited to come to Queensgate. So we're going to be celebrating the role that Queensgate has played in Peterborough and transforming it as a city over the past 4 decades. We're going to be reflecting on actually the construction of the shopping centre, hearing some really fascinating sort of behind the scenes, or should I say underground knowledge about Queensgate, and talking about what used to be there and now moving forwards, the exciting future for Queensgate with the new cinema and the new food court planned to open later this year.
It's a good shout, that. Those cranes have been there some time. And you can see that Queensgate is very much developing and growing, and it's going to look very different in the coming months and years. And when that new cinema opens, wow, it's going to transform the city centre, isn't it?
Quite a thing, isn't it? What we'd quite like as well from your listeners is if anybody has any memories of the Queensgate opening. Now, we had royalty here, but it's Dutch royalty. Queen Beatrix of the Netherlands. I still can't work out why she was chosen for that. But I could always imagine that there must have been a little girl there handing her a handful of posies. That little girl may now be about 50, maybe listening right now. Come down, tell us the story of that day. So any memories of its opening, then do come down and join us.
So we had a call when Queensgate actually had their actual birthday, I forget when it was, a month or two back. One of our listeners came on and said that she was working at, I don't know where she was working, one of the big Peterborough employers, and she heard that Queensgate, this shopping centre, was opening. So she bunked out of work and went into Littlewoods and was one of the first people to go into one of the Littlewood store, which was inside the Queensgate Centre. And she's got still fond memories of being like one of the first people to go in and actually use the centre.
Yeah, were you the first person to buy something from John Lewis or C&A at Queensgate? Do you remember queuing up or maybe camping early in the morning so you could be front of the queue when the shopping centre opened and to get inside?
It's funny, isn't it, that BBC Radio Cambridgeshire and the Queensgate Centre sharing a birthday. I didn't even realise that they both kind of started at the same time.
Yeah, and we were also looking at other birthdays and 40-year-old institutions, because professional ice hockey came to Peterborough in 1982 as well. You may have been, there was a big gala event at the ice rink where Torval and Dean performed, and this was before their gold medal winning Olympic performance to Bolero, and I think they practiced at the ice rink.
Bretton Ice Rink.
And then did this gala sort of celebrating professional ice hockey.
Never knew that.
Yeah, the Pirates as it was then, of course, Peterborough Pirates.
And then they became the Phantoms, didn't they? So the ice hockey is also 40 in the city.
So that's 40 as well. Yeah, so we'll be we've got the local historian from the club coming down as well, celebrating Peterborough Pirates.
Okay.
and talking about.
We need to tell our listeners exactly, Seb and Jez, where you will be, because you're not going to be inside Queensgate. You're going to be outside in Cathedral Square. Is that right?
Yeah, won't bore you with the technicals. Why? You wouldn't be able to hear us because we're encased in concrete. So we have to be outside. But the weather is glorious. So we'll be sort of around the Guildhall. We'll be in Cathedral Square. You won't miss us. We'll have our radio car there with BBC
So
Radio
I was going to ask
Cambridge on the
that.
side.
You got the big van, the big BBC Radio Cambridge outside broadcast van.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah. Just beside the Guildhall, near that entrance to Queensgate, Kev. So, yeah, come on down. Fortunately, the weather has been very kind to us. What a glorious day it's going to be in Peterborough today.
And even more fortunately, Seb has decided not to wear his shorts, which he was threatening to do despite the weather. So, it's a win-win for you.
Yeah, it totally is. Well, have a great show, 10 till 2, BBC Radio Cambridgeshire with Jeremy Salis, producer Seb, celebrating not only BBC Radio Cambridgeshire's 40th birthday, but the Queensgate's 40th birthday as well. It's brilliant that you guys have popped in to say hi. So what's the next stage then is to leave Hurlington and head towards. Have you got free parking in Queensgate?
We've still got that. We've got to negotiate that in our contract.
Well, actually, you won't need it because you're going to be parked right in Cathedral Square, presumably.
Well, our radio car we won't be. We've got to find a space. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I just need to get Jez to buy me a coffee and bacon roll now.
Yeah,
I've offered him cake. What more do you want?
I'm sure Jez can stretch to a coffee and a bacon roll for you, Seb. Thank you very much, guys, for coming in. It's awesome to see you. Have a great show. Okay, that's our special guest for today, and I'm really super excited that they both came in and said hi. It's just gone 8:30. Let's get some Peterborough news headlines now with David Edgeworth.
For Peterborough, this is PCR FM.
Today is election day in the city as voters head to the polls for 19 councillors in 18 wards around the city, as well as parish elections that are taking place in Newborough. A burglar has been jailed after he was caught out after trying to sell a mobile phone back to a man he'd stolen it from just days earlier. And the city's Lido on Bishops Road has been temporarily closed due to maintenance issues. A note on the Vivacity website says they hope to reopen on Saturday morning. That's all for now. More news at the top of the hour.
Get set for some splashing fun. Take the whole family to Neen Outdoors at Ferry Meadows and let your adventure begin with pedalos, paddleboards, kayaks and canoes. With leisurely boat trips on the river. Not forgetting bikes for hire and open water swimming. Make a day of it, or make a weekend of it with a stay at our peaceful lakeside campsite, or book a bell tent for an even more relaxing trip. Start your family adventure at neenpark.org.uk.
Are you suffering from buffering? Find yourself screaming, not streaming? Or do you just lag behind? Then it's time to demand better broadband. City Fibre is building a brand new full fibre network across the UK, giving you access to broadband from a range of providers that's more reliable and up to 20 times faster than average, so you can stream, game and video call without interruption. Get connected to full fibre today. Choose your provider at cityfibre.com/PCR.
We care about your smile at We Care Dental. That's why we provide a range of world-class dental treatments, from teeth whitening and straightening to facial aesthetics and dental implants, including our Teeth in a Day implants. We Care Dental have state-of-the-art surgeries in Stanground and Fletton, with the expertise you want at prices you'll definitely smile at. To book your free consultation, visit wecaredental.co.uk. We care about your teeth, we care about your smile. We Care Dental.
It's time to choose your perfect new Symphony kitchen at Kelly Vision. We now offer a free kitchen design and quotation service backed up by our expert installation team. You can also choose your freestanding and built-in appliances in-store at Kelly Vision from leading brands like Bosch, Neff, Siemens, Smeg, Hotpoint, Indesit and Liebherr. Kelly Vision, Broad Street, Whittlesea. Your award-winning independent retailer. Call Peterborough 2087 87 or visit kellyvision-peterborough.co.uk.
The Kev Lawrence Breakfast Show on PCR. Supported by the Crescent. Entertaining Peterborough for over 40 years. Keep up to date at crescent.co.uk.
Put on your red shoes and was all. You could look into my eyes. Under moonlight, this serious moonlight. And if you say run, I'll run with you. And if you say hide, we'll hide. Because my love for you would break my heart in two. If you should fall into my arms and tremble like a put on your red shoes and dance the blues. Under the serious moonlight.
It's David Bowie, Let's Dance on PCR FM. Kev with breakfast for Thursday morning. It was awesome to chat to Jeremy Salis and Seb Noble from BBC Radio Cambridgeshire. They were my guests just before 8:30. Such good guys and so passionate about the city, and they're going to be performing. They're going to be broadcasting live from Cathedral Square today between 10 and 2. If you want to pop along and say hello, particularly if you've been in and around Peterborough for the last 40 years, because not only is it BBC Radio Cambridgeshire's 40th birthday, it is also the Queen's Gate's 40th birthday, hence the double celebration. And you can catch up with Jeremy and Seb and the guys in Cathedral Square, Guildhall Steps, between 10 and 2 today. I'd like to mention that tickets are on sale now for a show at the Cresset that's coming up called Illusion Impossible. Now, the show is on Thursday the 12th of May, and I've had a little sneak preview of this. They've got tricks, breathtaking magic, heart-stopping illusions, and they've got an explosive finale. If you like magic, then you need to get tickets for this show. It's called Illusion Impossible at the Cresset on Thursday the 12th of May. And on our breakfast show tomorrow morning, we will be chatting to one of the stars of the show. He's a brilliant magician himself, and looking forward to chatting to him. And there's a chance for you to win a pair of tickets on our breakfast show tomorrow for Illusion Impossible, which is coming to the Cresset on Thursday, May the 12th. 20 to 9 in the sunshine. Whether you're heading to school, heading to work, or just kind of hanging out at home, thank you for tuning in to us this morning, your community station for Peterborough. This is PCR FM, where we also play you the greatest songs of all time.
Getting loose, y'all. They're getting down on the roof.
home of Keith and Claire. You can catch Keith and Claire on PCR FM doing Saturdays 10 till 1. There's the Tramps and Disco Inferno on PCR FM. To get in touch, email kev@pcrfm.co.uk. Chloe Bennett's got a birthday today. Husband Mark says, can you play a song for Chloe? Tell her I love her and wish her happy birthday. P.S. She's a massive Ollie Murs fan. Any chance of an Ollie Murs song? Absolutely. Here's Dance With Me Tonight. We'll check on the traffic and travel for you next as we continue to roll out the greatest songs of all time.
We've got a special treat for you tonight. I'm gonna call my friend Ali up here to sing to you ladies. Ali! Let's go, man.
My name is Ali, nice to meet you, can I tell you, baby? Look around, there's a whole lot of pretty ladies, but none like you, you shine so bright. Yeah, I was wondering if you and me could spend a minute on the floor up close, getting lost in it. I won't give up without a fight. I just wanna, oh baby, I just want you to dance with me tonight. Come on, oh baby, I just want you to dance with me tonight. We're getting sweaty, hot and heavy in the crowd now. And loosen up and let your hands go downtown. But go with it, girl, yeah, just close your eyes. Yeah, I feel the music moving through your body. Looking at you, I can tell you want me. Don't stop, keep going till the morning light. Yeah, when I saw you there, sitting all alone in the dark, acting like you didn't have to care. I knew right then you'd be mine, and we'd be dancing the whole damn night like, oh baby, and I just want you to dance with me tonight. So come on, oh baby, I just want you to dance with me tonight. Break it down now, huh? Come on, take it like that. Now bring it on back. To dance with me tonight. One more time, come on now. Do your thing. Everybody say, I just want you to dance with me tonight. I just wanna, oh baby, I just want you to dance with me tonight. Everybody, come on now. Girl, just close your eyes. We can dance all through the night. And I just want you to dance with me tonight. And everybody say, girl, just close your eyes. We can dance all through the night. I just want you to dance with me tonight. So come on, girl, just close your eyes. Come on, darling, dance all through the night. I just want you to dance with me tonight.
Ollie Murs, Dance With Me Tonight on PCR FM. So, traffic and travel. Well, the worst of the slow stuff we can see is actually on the north side of the city, coming in along I Road, the A47, up towards the junction with the Soak Parkway. It's very, very slow. Slow as well approaching the Soak Parkway and the Paston Parkway junction through I Village at the minute. Very heavy traffic we can see on our cameras. If you're coming in towards Peterborough along the A15, that's slow as well through Walton. It's not too bad on the rest of the roads around the city. A little bit slow through the Soak Parkway roadworks between Bretton and Thorpwood, but nothing major. A1M good, A40 or A605 is actually fine. Whittlesea all the way to Peterborough. And as ever, if you see a queue that we're not mentioning, then please jump on the phone and call us. The number is Peterborough 237 525. We're going to hit the 80s next. We're going to play Phil Collins and Two Hearts in just a sec on PCR.
PCR FM travel news update with City Fibre. Say goodbye to the dreaded buffer symbol. The digital broadband revolution is coming to your doorstep soon. Find out more at cityfibre.com/PCR.
Peterborough Celebrates Festival will be a stage to celebrate the city. Across 3 days this May, we'll be showcasing everything that makes Peterborough great. Our free-to-attend family festival will feature local bands, live music, street performers, sporting challenges, artisan food and drink, and arts and crafts to buy and try. Peterborough Celebrates Community Festival, May the 13th, 14th and 15th at Ferry Meadows. Make your plans at peterborough-celebrate-festival.co.uk.
Welcome home. When you get TriStar Driveways to remodel your home, it gives it a whole new welcoming lease of life. TriStar Driveways offer a wide choice of colours, styles and materials from block paving to tarmac, a variety of stylish curbs and edges. We also do landscaping, fencing and turfing to finish the job beautifully. TriStar Driveways. For a free no-obligation quote, visit tristar-driveways.co.uk or call Peterborough 854 611.
Own a hybrid, petrol or diesel vehicle. How much is servicing and repair? Oh dear. If you need an option other than main dealer, contact FRM Automotive. We service and repair all makes and models and won't invalidate your manufacturer's warranty. We also provide MOT testing, brakes, clutches, tyres and aircon repair and regas. FRM Automotive, Savile Road, Peterborough. See frmautomotive.co.uk. Honest work at affordable prices.
Are you a caring person looking for a rewarding job? Due to rapid growth, Bees Care has multiple positions available. If you have a kind attitude and willingness to make a difference, come and join our amazing team. Bees Care provide flexible supported living care services to vulnerable people in their homes. And our goal is to empower service users and promote independence. Call Bees Care today on 01733 838822 or find us on Indeed to apply.
The Kev Lawrence Breakfast Show on PCR FM with Furman & Co., Peterborough's largest independent estate agent. To sell, to buy, to rent or to let, click furmanandco.co.uk.
There was no reason to believe she'd always be there.
Two Hearts, Phil Collins on PCR FM. Kev with breakfast for Thursday. So the city's Lido swimming pool on Bishop's Road has been temporarily closed. They're basically doing some maintenance issues. See that there was a note on the Vivacity website saying that the pool's currently closed. It should reopen on Saturday. And with the weather forecast as it is, glorious weather for the coming weeks. Great news for the Lido and all of the people who work at the Lido. Shout out to you guys. Shut at the minute, open by Saturday. More local news with David Edgeworth coming up at 9. After 9, keep listening for another hour of the greatest songs of all time with me, Kev Lawrence, continuing here on PCR. But right now, Run and Becky Hill with Galantis.
The story's the same, never changed. We've been here before. Yeah, we try to be friends, but it ends up being much more. And then we get insecure, build up walls, then we play pretend we don't care. No, it doesn't feel right when we fight, it gets us nowhere. But we're too scared, so we run and we run and we run further away from love. Look at what we've become. Yeah, we run and we run and we run, losing the air in our lungs. What do we do about us? We don't wanna fall out of love again, too afraid of another chance. We run and we run and we run further away from love. What do we do about us? Do about us? What do we do about us? What do we do about us? Oh, mile after mile, getting tired of feeling this way. Oh, is it worth all the while? Can we find something to say? Something to say. Like, baby, I can reassure, break your walls. We can just admit that we care. 'Cause it doesn't feel right when we fight, it gets us nowhere. But we're too scared, so we run and we run and we run further away from love. Look at what we've become. Yeah, we run and we run and we run, losing the air in our lungs. What do we do about us? We don't wanna fall out of love again, too afraid of another chance. We run and we run and we run further away from love. What do we do about us? Do about us? What do we do about us? What do we do about us? What do we do? What do we do? Do about us? What do we do about us? What do we do
Feeling good with the greatest songs of all time for Peterborough. PCR FM.
Do you build me up, buttercup, baby, just to let me down, and mess me around, and then worst of all, never thought, baby, when you say you will, but I love you still. I need you more than anyone, darling. You know that I am from the start. me down. Although you untrue, I'm attracted to you all the more. Why do I need you so? Baby, baby, try to find a little time and I'll make you happy. I'll be home, I'll be beside the phone waiting for you. Why do you build me up, buttercup, baby, just to let me down, and mess me around, and then worst of all, you never call, baby, when you say you will. But I love you still, I need you, more than anyone, darling. You know that I have from the start. So build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart. I need you more than anyone, baby.
On 103.2 FM, online, on your smart speaker,
Play PCR FM.
or on the app, playing the greatest songs of all time for Peterborough. This is PCR FM.
From the Sky News Centre at 9, the mayor of Mariupol says heavy Russian attacks are continuing on a steel mill where dozens, if not hundreds, of people are still trapped. Ukraine's president says civilians, including children, are among them. Meanwhile, the UK says Belarusian troops are conducting seasonal training to the north of Ukraine, but warn the Kremlin may try to inflate the threat they pose. Sir Andrew Wood, a former British ambassador to Russia, thinks Vladimir Putin is losing.
Nobody in Ukraine is going to forget what he's done and the way they've done it. That in itself is a defeat. He's already lost more Russian troops than they lost during the war in Afghanistan.
Voting is underway in local elections in Scotland, Wales and parts of England. In Northern Ireland, polls are open to choose assembly members. For the first time,